Moi drodzy, to wyjątkowa chwila, wyjątkowy moment, bo na tym fotelu mój przyjaciel Andre, ATB here, welcome in Poland.
I'm glad to be back.
And how many times you are already in Poland?
I don't count. I think every time, I'm doing a new album. So we had 8 albums, and I'm always doing some promotion after that. So I've been here so often.
You are polyglot, you are speaking Polish also or not? A little bit?
No, not really.
English?
Not strong.
English, yes. German? Because maybe you prefer to interview in English or German, I don't know.
Oh yeah, we can do it in German as well if you want.
Yes, maybe later I will learn something and we will try. ATB, new album. You released your 10th album. How you feel with that?
I think it's a 9th. So the next
Ninth?
will be anniversary.
You said
Yeah,
10th.
it's 9th. Or in fact there are some other albums like the ambient albums, ambient stuff. So it's a 9th artist album.
Okay.
So,
But you said that the most difficult thing is to name the album, not to release the album, but to find the name for it.
it's one hard part, when you've done with producing all the music stuff, which is not really nice, easy as well, But in the end, you think about the name, and this time it was like I was thinking about what is really important for me, when I'm at the DJ gig or when I'm doing music, and so what is it one, if I would describe it in one word, what is important for me, and there's always coming one word. This is the contact. When I'm on stage, I'm doing the sound check. It's always very important for me to have a good contact to the crowd. To have an eye contact, to be able to bring all the things I want to show the people to the crowd. And whenever I'm doing music, I'm always interested in having contact to the music, to the people who are listening to my music. So that's a very important part as well, to get the feedback about the music. That's the reason why I'm doing my Facebook things and all these social stuff as well for myself, because I want to be in contact to my listeners personally. And so the other thing was that there is a good movie out there called Contact. And I'm into this, science fiction things as well. I love these things. So there was a lot of reasons why I loved this word contact. And that's
So
the
it
reason.
wasn't like that you were sitting in a studio and you were thinking, oh my God, I don't know, maybe lamp, no, my cell phone,
Sometimes you have it when you do tracks, like lamp, whatever. How can I call it? It's not always easy, when you do such a lot of tracks. It's not always easy, especially sometimes for tracks. Tracks don't have any lyrics to find a name for it. That's not easy. When you have a vocal track, then it's more easy because there's a story in the track, and you can find out over the story then what's the name of the track.
When you are producing music, you have better times for producing music and you have worse time. How it looks? You have sometimes your more idea, sometimes less.
Of course, and you have to learn how to handle this bad times, because sometimes you're sitting in the studio and you notice whatever you do, it's crap, it's nothing is coming out
So
of.
there are
you're
some
not
times that you are
creative.
frustrating about all the things.
I'm never frustrated because I learned how to handle it. So whenever I'm in the studio, I notice this is not a good day, I stop doing music because I know it's not, or I stop it at that moment. I do any other thing. And mostly on these days, I start to work again in the evening. When I watch TV, and I have a small studio right beside the living room. So I go there and in a advertising break, and I try to do something. And then the creativity is coming back. But you can't sit there in the studio and say, I do a hit right now. That's not possible. It's a really hard job.
Okay, so it's coming from the heaven. Now from the heaven I hear music, so we must play music in For Fun TV, and we will be back for a minute.